What is going on, Outlaws? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back with another Red Dead Redemption 2 video for ya. And here in the latest episode of myself going after random journalists who don't know what they're talking about with Red Dead Redemption 2, we have this splendid article done by Kotaku Australia, which pretty much says that if Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't have strong female characters, it will betray the Western genre. Yeah. But before we get into that, I do want to give credit where it is deserved to Oh No It's Alex for being the first to call this crappy article out. Nonetheless, we've already discussed on this channel some horrific opinions on RDR2, such as this journalist who called Red Dead Redemption racist and sexist in a tweet, and the article done by Games Radar saying Red Dead Redemption 2 should just ditch the Old West for modern day, because the author of this thinks we've already done everything like stagecoach robberies, duels, and cattle herding, so they don't see a point in making this next installment set where it should be. Also remember, Call of War is doing that, about killed the franchise. Anyway, let's break down this Kotaku article. It starts off criticizing the initial reveal for only showing a glimpse of a female character at the end, which is a bit of a stretch as this simply was a teaser, but this article goes on admitting that a teaser and a logo doesn't make a game, and that, quote, there will be many great woman characters in the final game, and certainly the first Red Dead Redemption had some good, if underused characters with Bonnie McFarlane, Abigail Marsden, and Louisa. Okay, well I have two issues with this statement. One, the more obvious, these female characters were far from, quote, underused, unquote. Bonnie was a pivotal character throughout the game, and might I say, probably one of the most badass characters of Red Dead Redemption. Abigail Marsden, again, was another strong female character who was strong and aggressive and fit her purpose in the story perfectly. Lastly, you could make a case for Louisa being the face of the Mexican Revolution. Personally, I thought the relationship of John and Louisa was amazing throughout that part of Red Dead Redemption's story, as it really showed us how much she believed in Abraham Reyes and this revolution. Unfortunately, Reyes didn't care about her and ended up being just like Alonde by 1914. But now to my second issue. The author of this article spelled Abigail Marsden's last name wrong, spelling it Marsden, like the actor James Marsden. You know, that guy that was in Westworld. But I have a strange feeling the author of this article, Dan Golding, never played Red Dead Redemption and is just grabbing stuff from his... Anyway, the article continues on listing some of Red Dead Redemption's influences, such as Once Upon a Time in the West, and then makes one of the most BS claims ever with, quote, if Red Dead Redemption 2 continues without any sort of major kick-ass woman, it'll be actually far more male-focused as a story than most classic westerns. Far from blindly continuing tradition by excluding women, Rockstar will be betraying this genre. Betraying, Dan? Really? The only thing betraying this genre is this article, but that's just my opinion, and if you had played Red Dead Redemption, you would know that there was kick-ass women within the game. But after that, he lists about 10 movies that will fit his agenda with this article, and then boldly claims at the end almost all good modern-day made Western movies since 2000 have featured lead female characters, so Rockstar should watch some films and discover that the Western genre has always featured kick-ass women. Okay, and that's where the article ends. Well, my biggest issue with this is how badly people want to shove their agendas down our throats. I'm all for strong female characters, something that Red Dead Redemption did have, and I understand some of the gripes that people have with Rockstar games never having a female protagonist, but I almost feel that a lot of developers nowadays are forcing things like this in their games. Personally, from reading this article, it's clear this guy thinks that Rockstar needs a woman protagonist because they've never done it for any of their games before, which is an issue to Dan, thus why this article is very biased. Now, if Rockstar did have a female protagonist, I'd be happy with it as long as it fits. Personally, playing as Bonnie McFarlane was always something that I thought would be fun, but does Rockstar need to do it? No. What they need to do is make a good story and accurately portray the era. Within Red Dead Redemption, we got a taste of that with how women are viewed and natives are treated, something that will carry over to Red Dead Redemption 2 for sure, because that's how it was over 100 years ago in the Wild West. I honestly feel that in today's society, so many people wish to sugarcoat our past, which is unfortunate because the past is what has built this country and our world. As far as I recall, the only recent video game that really tackled history accurately was Mafia 3, which showed how the protagonist had to deal with discrimination. Mafia 3 wasn't really that great of a game, but the atmosphere within it was amazing. So in conclusion, Kotaku needs to hire better writers for their Australian website, and Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't need strong female characters because if Dan had played Red Dead Redemption, he would have seen that it was already there, and will continue on to the next game. Sure, the game doesn't have a female protagonist, but sure as hell it has some amazing female characters within the story. And Rockstar's Dan Houser did acknowledge in 2013 that they would of course feature a female protagonist, but only with the right game and the right themes, meaning if it's meant to be, it'll happen. So in Red Dead Redemption 2's case, this is not needed to make a true Western, and it will not betray the genre. Anyway, gang, I want to hear your opinion on this in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to smack that like button, and also check out my latest Western themed shirt design, Straight Outta Bullets, which there will be a link in the description to it, and remember, Outlaws to the end.